gets me.
Mm. The
Wonder
ampersand
how
is
many
very
times
hard to
we've
type.
done this.
What was that?
Dungeon ampersand dragon.
Yeah. Ampersand's a big word, dude.
It is, actually. I don't even...
It's hard to find on the keyboard sometimes.
Yeah.
It's always a 7.
Yeah, it's normally a $sign or a percentage symbol for me.
Anyone get Pocopia?
Yep, my wife's playing it in the
No.
background over here.
Ugh.
I don't own
You can see it in the
a-
window.
That's true, you can.
Oh, that you shouldn't have said
Okay,
that. I'm
I'll
gonna
wait
be
to
so
watch that.
distracted.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
that
I
from
wish you
both
didn't
of
point
you?
that out.
Cam pointed it out to me, so
Yeah.
blame him.
I don't own a Switch 2, or else I probably would be playing.
Yeah, I saw something playing, and I was like, hey, Pat, what Nintendo Switch game is Cat playing in the background?
It's actually a Nintendo Switch 2 game, so...
That's still a Nintendo Switch game.
I will say for the B-Day, Mr. Kiwi bought a Switch for us to split. And I was like, fuck
Wonderful.
Hell yeah. Okay.
yeah. So, but I didn't get Pocopia yet. We've been playing Legends of ZA with each other. But again, I think over a collab of 3 weeks, it's been about 4
Wait,
nights of it because
I'm
we
gonna
just haven't seen
need
each other.
somewhat of an explanation. You bought one Switch to split, but you've been playing a single player game together?
Yeah. We trade off every Pokemon that we catch and we get to give that Pokemon a nickname.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And then we're just hanging out.
I no longer have follow-up
What?
questions.
Yeah,
There you go.
what? You don't want to spend quality time with my significant other?
No, I was just
Hang
generally
out?
confused as to how you guys were playing a single
He's just
player game
jealous.
together. I mean, a little
Just-
bit of Mr. Kiwi in general. That's
Every
true
time it
statement.
goes to daytime or nighttime, we switch off. And then we trade who nicknames the Pokemon.
Yeah, you
He
were
nicknamed
split.
Fletchinder Flirt, and it pissed me off. And that's like the one that we use the most. It's just fucking Flirt. Are you live yet?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been
I'm
live for like
on.
3
Oh, okay.
minutes.
Kadri steals, tramples, and runs away.
I was waiting for the
Really
cue. I was
good.
waiting for the cue. Okay, we're good.
The
We're
cue
jumping
is
in?
you saying we go live and then recap. I
I
went
didn't know
live.
you did it. I was waiting. I was just
I was
patting
waiting
the
for you to
cat.
tell
It was the whole I can't spell dungeons thing.
All right.
I don't
but
know
we
at
didn't
what
know
point
if
you have to spell
figured it out
dungeons.
yet.
When I hit the go live button.
Got it. Okay, anyways, hi, hello, welcome back, everyone. This is episode number 8 of the same dungeon crawl we've been working on for a minute
Hey.
now.
Hey,
That's
hey.
the end.
Whoa. As far
we
as
didn't
you
get to
know,
the end.
where last we left off, we were in what seemed to be the bottom chamber of this dungeon.
Whoa, what do you
It
mean what
is-
seemed to be?
It seems like the perfect
heard what
place
he
for a
said.
nap.
You heard
I'm
what he
not saying
goddamn
anything
said.
definitive, but you have reached a new lowest chamber, a new lowest level of this dungeon. You kind of skipped a couple of floors to get here, and have found yourselves right in the heart of seemingly the final boss battle. You all kind of rallied together and took on the plant guardian of this place and its many little ghostly plant minions. You were able to just narrowly defeat all of them, thanks in large part to Ben Brydor standing right in the middle of everything and taking every little bit of damage that got dished out for the most part, and then dealing it right back. Some of you were knocked out by a terrifying scream that some of the minions possessed. Some of you picked apart at some of the minions, and some of you went after the big guy himself, who was constantly regenerating as you struck him, but eventually knocked him down, defeated. He now stands, or rather, he now lays as a heap of plant matter. The chest cavity that was at once filled with this like amber liquid and then encased in rib-like root growths is now burst open. The amber is kind of like leaked out and spilled about the space, and everything that was inside that was encased has also spilled out with it. the sarcophagus on the far side of the room sits waiting to be inspected and potentially opened. However, some of your party is injured, and in this immediate moment, as soon as the battle has ended, you have a second to take a breath and decide where you want to go next. What do you do? What do you think? What do you say?
Well, Ben is interested in this her spoils of war. And also a nap.
Gotcha. You heading over to investigate the body of the creature then?
I am.
Okay. As a note, you guys all noticed that as you were fighting off the minions, the ghostly plant creatures, when they were slain, they kind of dissipated into nothing, and there was almost this feeling that that a spectral force was leaving the area. Some of you heard like this gasp, this inhale sound as they were slain. But the big one is still smoldering, took a lot of damage from Alchemist's Fire, and is now just kind of like working its way to being put out. But there's enough room that you can kind of like poke at it and not get yourself burned yet. So, Ben, as you approach the body of this thing, you see first and foremost that there was maybe not an entire body, but at least clothing, armor, weaponry, belongings of an individual that were all housed within that like amber core. You can see.
Okay, sorry, you're still going. Apologize. Go.
You can see chain shirt armor and a warhammer and a series of different trinkets and doodads and whatnot. But that stands out to you first and foremost as just being like an entire like chain shirt and attached armor.
Yeah, well, I don't wear armor, so I don't care about that too much.
It is for a medium creature, important to note as well, which I think all of you are.
Yes. But I am interested in a hammer.
It appears.
I don't want that. I'm just kidding.
You know what?
While they're looting, Kadri is definitely gathering up tramples and running away. Let's just thought.
Okay.
No. If Elwyn wants the hammer, if she actually says that, Ben would kind of like give her like that look up and down, and she's gonna be like, "We'll work towards it."
So in this moment, Ben and Elwyn are taking a look at the body. Kadri's getting tramples up over one shoulder, staggering to his feet and getting ready to kind of make a way out. Ness,
Kadri's fully healthy now. He's not even staggering.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He got a full heal. He is back.
Yeah, I'm the one who's still hurt.
The sarcophagus thing at the end of the room?
Yep.
I'd like to go investigate, please.
Sure.
Would you like a roll?
Let me give you a little description as you approach. Actually, you haven't had time to like really, really look at it yet. As you approach this thing, you notice first and foremost that it appears very, very similar to the one up 6 flights of stairs from where you are. Right in that entry room, there was an ornate carved, decorated sarcophagus that served as the metaphorical resting place for this individual, Dashius the Tamer, for whom this tomb was created. You presume that this up ahead is his actual true resting place and that the body itself should be inside. And presumably with it, all of the things most important to him that he was buried with. You see that the main difference between this one and the one upstairs is that where the one upstairs just had like a simple seam that you were able to lift the lid off of without any latches, any mechanisms holding it closed. This one is reinforced, and there is a line right on the face of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keyholes.
5 keyholes, huh?
Indeed.
Damn. All right, guys, we skipped the key puzzle by accident.
I
Time to
wonder-
like we gotta Resident Evil our way through this fucking thing.
Okay.
Oh, listen. I'm pretty good at that, but I might get flamed on TikTok. Brute using the word brute force.
I
Yeah, can I investigate the keyholes just to see if they look like anything other than like what kind of keys, if there's anything to them?
Sure, go ahead.
And that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be a 17.
What about anything possibly to do with the title of the stream tonight?
Who's to say?
You know what's crazy? I couldn't even tell you what he told me to title tonight's stream. I just did it. The brass keys.
Imagine we go looking around for brass keys, and then Parker goes, "Not bitches, it was actually silver keys."
Yeah, no, the brass
Yeah,
keys were a red herring.
Red herring.
With you said 17 on investigation?
Yes, sir.
All right, with a 17, you analyze the locking mechanisms themselves, and they don't appear to be trapped. They don't appear to be made with any kind of ill intent. You don't see any like inscriptions or anything that would evoke some kind of enchantment on them. But they do, just from the little bit of light that you have and just peering inside, they do appear to be a little bit elaborate, where this might be a bit too complicated to try to lockpick, even if any of your party members are proficient.
Hmm.
Not impossible, but difficult.
And forgive me, where on this like sarcophagus thing are these like keyholes located?
Right where your player icon is, like right on the front, separating the lid from the base of the sarcophagus.
Okay, so like the lid is held to
5
the
in a
base
line.
using these.
Yep.
Okay.
And then on the other side, rather than being a just like a blank seal, there are hinges. So it would appear you unlatch the side and it'll swing open.
Gotcha.
In this brief moment where Ness is investigating and Ben is starting to look through the remains, and Kadri's getting ready to go, it's been about 30 seconds since the end of the fight, and we'll say, Elowen, you hear first this inhale sound, and you look over your shoulder and you see like particles in the air just forming and coalescing into a shape, and you watch it in the span of just a couple of seconds as plant matter starts to grow, the visage of a face becomes clear, and one of those spectral beings is reborn right before you. What do you do?
I mean, she's pretty religious and pretty in tune with nature, so I think she'd maybe try to pay attention to that. And like, I wouldn't say she'd be spooked, but she'd be like watching how this is happening right now and trying to like make a rhyme or reason to it. But also feeling a little bit like, God fucking damn it, if little tense. So I don't. I guess she's trying to like see like figure out like what's happening in like the rebuild, and if this is like something she can like talk to, or if it's gonna be like an aggro again. I don't know.
So in that brief like split second that you have to react, you choose not to do anything hasty.
She's kind of seeing what's gonna happen. Like she's just trying to watch what's happening right now. Because honestly, like I think she's a little tired and is hoping that nothing happens.
You watch as it is fully reformed in front of you, and there's almost this moment where, as the last piece of it comes together, the head is thrown back and then goes limp, and then it awakens again with like a little shake. It looks about the room first, it sees you immediately, but looks about the room and everything, and you watch as its attention is drawn straight to the slain creature in the middle, and it drifts away from you and towards the creature.
At this point, I've
Ellen's
seen
gonna,
it.
yeah,
Yes.
Ellen's just gonna be like,
Yeah,
hey, like she's
yeah,
gonna like
everyone
call
else is
after it.
aware.
Ellen's calling after it and just being like, hey, wait. Like she's like, and she's just gonna like kind of just like try to be stubborn about it and just like, Spectral, like come here. Like,
Make a persuasion check for me.
you roll me. We've got a 9.
It is unfazed. It continues to drift forward towards the big plant creature.
Well, I think her yelling has maybe alerted the party to something going on here then, because then she does not know what to do.
Oh, Ben really doesn't want to fight this thing again. I think at that point, she's just she's like, okay, Elwyn's trying to talk to it, so like, maybe she fucking knows something that Ben doesn't. I don't know. That's a common occurrence in Ben's life.
Yeah, I would say Elwyn's just like running after it, by the way. Like she's following this and trying to like talk to it still and gather its attention or something. She's fully just assuming this is not going to be a fight for some reason.
You follow it to the body. Yeah, it wasn't too far away. It was only like 10, 15 feet. But it drifts over and stops right before the body and just kind of seems to take in what's happened for a moment before it turns back.
So it leaves the body.
No. It turns away from the body and opens its mouth.
I would like to take a step back.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'll just scream at it first. She knows it screams. She doesn't want to scream at it first.
You scream at it first?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Jesus.
We're not doing this again.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
I want to help her.
What the fuck is happening on my roll 20?
It's a
That's
crit.
a nat 20, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
fuck it.
nat 20, so then a dragon appeared.
Like Alan's just panicking, just like, ah!
Whatever reason.
No, you're not screaming for her.
That's crazy. I also rolled a nat 20.
Roll it again!
What is
all
your
right. I was
charisma
gonna say
modifier? Or your...
no,
Plus
Ben's
one.
gonna use.
I have a +1 on my charisma. So it's a 21 technically.
I was gonna say, listen, Ben is gonna use the help action regardless of whether or not mechanically it's gonna do it, and that she's going to like cross her arms and look menacingly behind Elwyn.
In this moment, the creature screams, and Elwyn, you scream back, and there's this like cancellation that happens. You just completely overpower whatever mind-numbing effect this might have on you, and it is taken aback, and it kind of stops prematurely and just kind of looks about the space. At this point, you hear, and nearby a second one starts to reform.
Not me.
You start to get the feeling, based on the spectral visage of these things, that it might take more to permanently kill them, or that they might just return here once slain. Second one's respawning. What are you guys doing?
Where is it respawning? Over there?
That's where it died. That's where it respawns.
Oh, it respawns where it dies.
And then it drifts up over, and Elwyn is going to be right behind you as you've kind of moved out a little bit.
Yeah, she's taking one quick look and is just like we need to go. We need to leave. Because I don't. She's
Kedri's already doing
she's
that.
getting about to get ready to scream again, and that's about it. She doesn't know what she did, but she's.
Kedri, do you take the stairs, or are you climbing up the rope?
I'm going the way I know is safe, so back up the rope.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
I'm in tight. Yeah. Can I what?
Carry tramples at the same time and do
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
We're going to do an athletics check to determine the results. 17. You've been honed and trained physically for many years. And for some reason, following that fight, even though you took some pretty serious damage, you feel almost revitalized. And whether it's the adrenaline kicking in or whether there's something more going on, you throw tramples over your shoulder, fireman carry style, and using the knots in the rope, you get your footing, and with one arm, just pull yourself up bit by bit, you and tramples. It is slow going, but you are making progress. You will climb up in a couple of minutes.
Wonderful.
So I'm gonna put this out here because this is honestly what Ellen would do. She would not think to turn back and go to the rope. She would look for the closest stairs or something, and she would run that way. She's
Okay.
not thinking about climbing up a rope.
So you
Um,
run up the main stairs
Whatever would
to
be
reach
like
that landing.
visual out of this room is where she wants to run out of.
And then you've got two options. So the rope in front of you, Kadri is using, and then the only other way out is a staircase up and to your left.
She like is going left. She's not a good climber.
Okay. You hustle up the stairs, Ben and Nest. You are still both in this room. As Nest, now you
Ben was
hear one of
rooting
them
through.
reform.
Ben was rooting through all of the things in that guy. She's gonna stop examining and just pick up.
Pick up what?
It's like as soon as the guys kind of like formed, she would have probably stopped examining what fell out of the plant man and just picked it up.
Okay. Your arms are going to be full as you
Yes.
have the chain shirt armor. You've got a warhammer. There is a sword. There is a pouch.
Oh,
There are two like canisters that
Okay.
would like contain roll up parchment, almost like a I don't know, like a scroll case. Two of those.
okay. Cool. So, with a quick grab, I would probably prioritize the pouch and the canisters.
Mhm.
And if I have the opportunity to grab the hammer for Elwyn, I will. But if I cannot, I
Okay.
will not.
Okay.
Ellen was
She
really
seemed
thinking,
interested.
but
Oh, Ben does not know that. She's like, okay, I'm training this girl to fucking use a hammer. I got this.
All right, you scoop the two tubes, the cases,
Sure
the
do.
pouch and the hammer, and you
And
yes.
I was gonna say if I need to, oh my god, I just zoomed in by accident. If I need to, I'll bonus action dash it. I'll use my last use of that feature to bonus action fucking dash it out of here.
Okay. Which way are you headed?
I'm gonna she probably wouldn't have seen Kadri go up the rope. I guess she could look up and see Kadri go up the rope, but if she can see Elwyn going up the stairs, she'll probably chase after her, if anything, to bring her back up the rope.
Okay. And
I
then
don't know about y'all. Like my panic would never be to climb up a rope. It's to take the quickest way out of there.
Okay,
See,
like
Kadri's the opposite. He goes, I need to get out of here immediately. I only know one way in and out. I have
but
not done anything
all right,
else.
so I'm also gonna put this out there. I might not go all the way up the stairs. I think Ben would have a hand axe ready if she could. Or no, I have too much shit in my hands, don't I?
hands are pretty
Okay.
full.
Okay, my hands are pretty full. All right. So I'm not gonna go all the way up the stairs. I would say I'm like right around the corner. I still have an eye on Nest. And she's furiously shoving stuff into her bag so she can pull out a hand axe to throw one if she needs to cover him.
Did Ness listen to us yell to bail? Is the question.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah,
He would hear the screaming. Come on.
The screaming is what alerted me. And my immediate reaction was to like duck down at the sarcophagus and like look around and see what the fuck was going on. And then seeing you guys all run, I too would just like try to run up the right side around like them so I wouldn't get close to them and just try and run away.
Sounds good.
And if I recall, did I check that door to see if it was unlocked from this side? I don't recall.
You sure didn't.
Okay.
You looked up and saw that it was closed and there was no apparent handle, but that's it.
Then yeah, no, I'm not going that direction.
Okay. So in one turn you make it to the top of the steps, and then at this point the spirits that have already formed drift up to the bottom of the stairs. They don't go any higher. They kind of stay just right at the base here. and form almost like a little wall between you all and the body of the guardian. And then you can hear as two more further in are reformed as well. But you are all seemingly safe at the top of the steps as they do not come any further.
Mm.
Ben and Elowin, you move up the second staircase now.
Oh, I was
And
gonna
at
say,
the
like,
top,
Ben was staying towards the bottom of the staircase to cover Nest
yes.
if needed, so she's not up there. But I think seeing that the ghosts aren't advancing, she's going to much more calmly stash the things.
Ellen's still running up the staircase.
Elowin, you reach the top of the staircase and you
Was there
find
anything else
a
there, or-
stone slab.
Oh no. Again, she's not paying attention to what's going on in the ghost, so she's like feeling the wall to see if there's even.
Make a very quick investigation check.
Kedri has already done this, which is great.
Oh, you were the one who saw. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, there it is. It is just a solid piece of stone here. This appears to be the backside of one of the few doors that you've opened so far, with the handprint on the front.
Yeah.
And it was seemingly not designed to be open from the back, so there was just nothing to grab onto, nothing that you can tell that would make it open from the side.
Okay. Well, she's gonna turn around finally then and look panicking at Ben, and then wonder why Ben's not panicking as well.
Fair enough.
Kadri. At this point, you are just about reaching that level that you entered from. That connects to basement level 3 with all of the blades and electric stuff going on. You are able to swing the rope a little bit so that you can get to that ledge and offload tramples really quick, and then clamber up and start to make your way through that gap in the wall, and then bring him through after.
Wonderful.
The rest of you see as the rope sways and shakes a little bit before it kind of slows and becomes still again.
Okay. Have they shown any real sign of intent? I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Because what I want to do is seeing them kind of like form the wall. There's been a thought that has perhaps occurred to Ben while staring at the slain plant guardian. Um, in that if she has slain the plant guardian, that means there's no one to actually guard the tomb, which is kind of what they need. Oh wait, what is it? Why is a ghost up against Nest? Oh, he's okay. Okay, I see. Never
They
mind.
just spawn back in.
Why is
Okay.
a ghost up against Nest?
Oh, he just spawned back in, and then it was right there, and I was like, huh.
I appreciate your concern.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I have the hand axe. But she would, with all of that, if they're not moving, she's gonna stop for a second and ask, do you intend to revive it and see if there's any sign of intelligence from it?
You ask
From
the creatures.
I asked the ghosts, yeah.
As you move to do so, to kind of get them in your sight again,
Sure.
you watch as they break that line on the stairs, and instead they just go to encircle the body and just kind of. It's hard to tell what they're doing, but they just kind of stand in a circle and just kind of appear to be looking at it.
And I think like in frustration, she's just gonna kind of yell at them. We just want to leave.
They
I
do not
just want to
react.
leave. All right, cool.
Well, why didn't
Well, if
you
they're not
say
interested at
so?
all, I do. I don't know. Maybe they'd be like, "Fuck it." Maybe if you'll just leave, then fucking go. Don't take my shit, and then just go. But and she's gonna kind of sigh at that. Whew.
Bless you.
Thank you. And then she was like, "All right, well, I guess it's time to go back up the rope."
Right.
Yeah, I think Ellen's just gonna maybe wander and like yell over to Nest a bit and just kind of just be like, I don't understand, they're not ghosts. Like what kind of magic is this that they keep coming back? Like, do you have any idea, wizard?
Ben I actually is gonna like kind of elbow Elwin and be like, I mean, they're plants. Do you know what they want?
Would she have? I
Can
guess Ellen
can
would
I
have
roll an
taken-
Arcana and think about that, Parker?
I will
if
ask
would
you
know
to roll,
anything.
and then Ella, when you can roll either Arcana or Nature, just let me know which one.
I'm gonna roll nature.
Nope, I ain't got a single fucking clue.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is bad for you.
I got a 13.
Again, what you got?
No,
Dude,
I don't got
I'm
a
trying-
single clue.
What'd you get on the die?
He got a 5 on the die.
What do you
Okay, thank
think
you.
I got on the die?
Well, you're
It's a
saying not a single
20.
clue. That tells me you got a 1, yeah.
You sure are
That's
right.
true. His brain fell out of his ear if he got a
Ooh,
1.
natural one. That means I get to give you misinformation.
Oh no.
No, I'm just
I mean,
kidding.
you can always give misinformation.
That's
That's
true.
allowed always.
This fucking wizard's useless.
Wizard has no idea because this is not the kind of thing that arcane magic is used for. Arcane magic is very minimal on the like healing and life preserving and rebirth aspect of things. Druidic magic, however, is very focused on that. So while not knowing the exact spellcraft, Elowen, you imagine that if not the tamer himself, perhaps one of his followers or someone else in a circle or in communication with him that set up this tomb had placed some kind of enchantment over the entire thing.
Yeah. I mean that would make sense, and then Elwin would obviously like relay that, and this is Kiwi speaking. I don't know anything about D&D Arcana, if like enchantments or something, if there's something our party could do to disenchant a room, or if that's kind of like
Not at level 1.
Yeah, at level 1 you're a little limited.
yeah. So she's just gonna
Yeah.
kind of see like there's some enchantment in here that's like most likely causing them to come back based off of like her knowledge on the druidic magic.
Very high level magic would be used to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so-
if you, as long as you say that out loud, I think Ben would actually look kind of relieved. Again, mostly for that, that like, oh god, we're leaving this thing unguarded against all of those fuckers who want to steal this important shit. So like, that actually kind of makes her feel a little bit better.
I mean, Ellen's definitely
So-
gonna ask if like that sarcophagus was, like, does he think that sarcophagus is where the staff is?
Who'd you ask that to?
Ness.
The answer is yeah, but there's 5 keyholes in order to open it, and I have no idea where those keys would be. And I'm saying that while continuing backing up the stairs and getting away with y'all.
Are they? We've been kind of watching them for a minute. Are they doing anything other than like staring at this corpse? Yet.
I don't know. I know Kadri's getting further away.
That's
Kedri's going. Kedri
I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing.
Nothing.
We were watching the ghost circle.
Yeah.
Duh.
Sorry, not all of us are cowards.
Yeah, I mean, if the ghosts aren't, if nothing is seemingly going on, then Ellen's probably gonna try and just
I mean,
like,
listen, Ben is ready to fling people up this goddamn rope if she has to. Like, it is what it is.
no, I mean, Ellen would definitely go first while like people are behind her, so she's got her back. Well, like she just would have preferred to like not go back up the rope, but she's I think, is resounding that this place is a rejuvenation chamber right now, and there's no other way out.
Okay. So you start to climb your way up. Kadri, meanwhile, you are backtracking through layer 3. All of the rooms are interconnected. There's no doors, there's no traps that you have not seen, that you have not sprung. Nothing gets in your way as you. Actually, the only thing that does get in your way is the dancing blades, which you've navigated enough times and are easily the most nimble of the groups, are able to get past and then sneak a hand through and pull tramples on one of the back swings as well. But other than that, it's pretty easy going as you reach the next staircase and start to climb up once more to the next layer above you. And just as you do, the rest of the party, you arrive at that landing, that third layer, and see that there is no Kadri in sight.
Or Kadri's
Um,
been changed from this battle.
yeah.
He did
Kedri
tell us
almost
that.
died. Thank you.
I mean, hell,
If
I'm
you think that,
almost
if you
dead.
think, if you think the 19-year-old who was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and was like, "I can do anything," is gonna then come out of that as like, "Fine," you're sadly mistaken.
I'm so upset right now.
Um,
But I mean, I'll just definitely yell out for him, just like Monk. Like, oh, that's weird.
damn, I thought he was better than this.
Did you? Did you even
Yeah.
make that attempt to consider that when, interacting with Kadri? I don't think so.
She would just assume he was better than that because he was here.
Which is fair.
So did Kadri like run off the way he came from? Like he didn't try any new spots? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess Ellen would like attempt to go see if he tried to move it forward, and I don't know if she'd have to like do an acrobatics again through the blades of hell.
Nope.
But like seeing that the doors are probably not changed from the last time we were there, she would just kind of come back to the party and be like, I think the monk has like gone back. Like what do we do here? He has like, the satyr as well.
Well, that seems mildly out of character for him. Um, enough. Eh, hmm. Ben has been in many a life and death situation in her lifetime, or perhaps, and by many I mean probably more than the rest of the party. uh, and she's just kind of like, was that like I don't know. Let's see. Wait. I want to see something real quick. Okay, now you know what? It definitely wouldn't occur to her that perhaps he's had a profound experience in almost dying. Uh, because she's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't understand. We should go get him and find out.
Ellen
Because if
wants
he found something that we don't know about, then it would be good of us to know it.
Ellen wants to send him a message.
Sure.
Who do you have message?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to ask because there's like components. It says SM, a copper wire. What does that mean?
You would have all the little stuff, and then it's just
Yeah.
verbal and semantic. So like, there's a verbal, you say something, and semantic is you move your hands. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She wants
You
to.
also have a
Does she need
focus.
to know where he is, or like, is it just like within a proximity type of situation?
Proximity is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's sending him a message and just being like, monk. Like, it's not very thoughtful. Like, there's not a lot of words behind it, but she's like monk. Where are you? Like, it's
And
all
you
that
hear that in the back of your head and are able to send a short reply if you wish.
Kadri hears that, and just you get. Does message? Do you hear Kadri's voice? Like, is it just like?
Mhm. It's like thoughts, yeah, or it's like a faint whisper.
Yeah, so you kind of hear the faint whisper of just the, "Gotta get out, gotta get everyone safe, gotta get out," and
Um,
that's what you hear back.
yeah. She'll relay to the party of just I think I think the monk is panicking and I've never panicked before in my life, but if I were to panic, I would probably go with what's comfortable and maybe get out of here. I think the monk is retreating.
I was gonna say
So
Ben would look. Oh,
in this
sorry.
moment, if we could zoom out for a second, just so we're not stuck in the granular little bits here. What are you doing? What's the plan? What are we working on? Because
Ellen's
Getting
Kathy's
out.
got a plan and he's
Ellen's
leaving.
torn right now because she has bonded with the monk a little bit. He's grown on her, and reminds her of like probably like a friend from the past or something. But at the same time, she would like to continue and not leave. So she's like, I think, but she knows she can't do this by herself right now. So she's trying to like see where the muscle and the weight of the group is going.
So again, Ben wants to take a quick sit and get some fucking HP points back because she hurts. She hurts so bad. But also if he's like panicking and stuff like that, if she, as long as she kind of like relays that, Ben would kind of like nod her head and be like, ah, yeah. So I suppose the first time you almost die is I guess it could be a little scary. um and
It's not great.
at that point, I think um making sure he doesn't kill himself while and tramples while panicking would perhaps be more of. She's like, I can take a nap once we have that guy over, once we have Kadri here, and when we're all together, and we can take a nap.
Yeah. All right. Ellen's gonna send him one more message. Just to be like, monk, stop where you are. Like, we will help you be safe in hopes that he will like stop fucking running so we can just quickly get through this and catch up to him and pause.
Are you stopping?
I'm gonna roll for it. Yeah, I rolled high enough. I'll stop.
All right. At this point, you are in, interestingly enough, the room of the other giant slain plant creature. So there's room enough there that you can kind of stop for a second, lay tramples down, kind of stretch, move your arms again, and wait for them to catch up to you, which they do just a couple of minutes later. You're all reunited. You all have a moment. How do you proceed now?
No, Ben would she would pull Kadri to the side because she doesn't want him to be embarrassed. You know, these things can be embarrassing. Oh, and while they were walking, Ben hands Elwyn the hammer, and she was like, "I got this for you."
Yeah, Ellen looks at it as kind of like, thank you. So
And
Oh, and you
Ben
have a
is
warhammer.
Ben is content. Ben
She's-
is content with that. She was like, "Yep, I did it. I did good." Oh, and you know what? She would also pull out the other things and be like, "I picked these up because they seemed the most important, but we can open them up when we have Kadri."
You left the sword and the armor behind, yeah?
I did.
Okay.
I figured I probably didn't have enough time to grab everything.
Are you attempting to take a short rest?
I would like to. I think the plant room's pretty
I would
safe.
not like to in the plant room.
They're still dead.
Do you want us to backtrack all the way up to the original tomb room? Would that make you happy?
I would like to stay in the plant room. Ellen feels very comfy in there.
I mean,
Ben doesn't care either, but if they're gonna,
the stairwells seemed pretty safe, even just there.
It's a pretty uncomfy spot to stop for an hour and patch your wounds.
yeah.
Ellen sees this to be a good time to maybe like have Kadri like look in the face of death a little bit and come to coming of age, because I feel like it's a good reminder from the battle
Well,
we
I
just
mean,
had.
so that's kind of what I kind of want Ben to do as like a fellow someone who walks up to people and is in your face. Uh Perhaps she's been there, and perhaps can be of some support to him. Which is why I was saying, like, before anything, Ben would kind of like pull Kadri to the side and ask him how he's doing.
If you ask Kadri that,
Mhm.
he looks at you and you just see confusion on his face.
Why? Why?
You've shown, well, I fair.
No, that's fine. It's okay. No, you're right. You're right. Um, no, you're not wrong. She hasn't been the friendliest of people. I understand that. And I think she would kind of understand that too. Um, and uh she's not the most eloquent with words, and again, with his confusion, she's gonna kind of like clap him on the back a little bit, um and just kind of like nod and be like, and say, one loss only destroys a warrior if they let it be their last one. And then
Uh,
she'll walk away.
I say
He clearly
he
doesn't want to have a
nods.
moment with her, and that's fine. She understands that. She's not the most momentable person in the entire world. But
Kadri does nod to it though.
she did want to at least give a light bit of encouragement. And then after that, she's gonna kind of like clap her hands together and be like, "Okay, I have these things that I pulled from the plant guy. And also, I would like to rest. And I think if we rest enough, he will also wake up," pointing at Tramples.
Ellen seconds that she would like to rest as well, and not right now, but during the rest, we'll probably try to give a pep talk over to her buddy Kadri.
Yeah, if you approach Kadri, he, because you've interacted with him a little bit more. He's it doesn't seem like he's so like he was afraid, but not for himself in the moment when you messaged. Like you kind of get that sense from him, and it was more for like Tramples being down. But you absolutely get the sense that like his like core belief in self is shaken, and that also means that's what you'll get from that right now.
Just a sidebar: are we affirmed short resting? Did Nest agree to it? Nest.
I mean, I didn't say anything, but yeah, I'm fine with short resting. I will be in the corner of the room at the door though, because I truly do not trust anything to happen.
That's fair.
So there are two doors here. One to the north, one to the west, I guess. They are not able to lock, but they are able to close. So you can have like some actual closed off, no sight line kind of situation. A potentially secure space.
Yeah, I forget the mechanisms on both of these. The west door is the one that leads downstairs, so it has one of those like push things on it,
This
right?
No, this was one that had a lock that was broken.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm at that door. The west.
And then the other one was the one that was unlocked with the fire traps.
Gotcha.
Um, so it closes, it doesn't latch, but like the piece is able to close once more. Okay, so as you rest, as you take a breather, a short rest is enough time where you can use any like kind of first aid on yourself. You can patch wounds, you can stop bleeding, you can catch your breath. It's not enough to like full heal, but you can do a little bit of healing through the use of rolling hit dice. So explaining mostly to you, Kiwi, because I don't know if you've engaged with this
Yeah, I
mechanic, but
haven't
it's
done
kind
this
of
yet.
weird. It's a little bit goofy. So you are level 1, so you have one
Mhm.
hit die. You are a druid, which is a d8. So you are able to, on a short rest, roll 1d8 plus your constitution modifier and get that number of hit points back. But then you spend that resource and it's gone until you take a long rest again. So every
Okay.
character has a little bit of built-in self-healing, but you have to be away from combat, you have to be doing something light, you have to be in one place, and it has to be for an hour.
Okay. So like I would just roll d8 plus 1.
There might even be on D&D Beyond, like you can just click hit dice.
Short rest, yeah,
Mhm.
there is.
Is there? Where is
Yeah,
that?
so if you
Oh,
hit
I
on
see
the
it.
top, yeah, it says short rest.
There's short
Okay.
rest and long rest. I got 11 back from my dice. Thank God. Well, I guess I do also have a +4 to Constitution, so it's a little bit easier. God. Oh.
So anyone who needs to can do that. There's no limit to how many short rests you can take in between a long rest. So it's not like
Yes,
you're
there is.
burning a resource.
Well, there's not.
It takes
Okay,
time,
there's
but
there's a limit to your hit dice, not your
Yes,
short rest total.
correct.
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't want her to think the hit dice were limitless.
Nope.
Great.
Hit
And do
dice
my
are
spell
limited, but
slots,
if you don't want to spend them, you can
do my
spend them
spell slots
later.
come back or no?
No,
When-
Okay.
that's long rest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Some abilities come back on short rest. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have any of them.
Abilities?
Some abilities do. Like I know my rage comes back on a short rest.
I think Bardic
Let's see.
Inspiration comes back.
yeah,
Yeah.
certain things.
Wild Shape, I can't remember if that comes back on a
Higher
short
level
rest.
warlocks get their spells back on short rest.
I'd like to know why I have to speak with animals.
Great question.
One is from one's probably from, oh wait.
No, one
never
is
mind.
from
Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
it's a
with elves,
spell
but it's
or
not
it's the ritual cast, I think, right?
No. It comes from two different sources. It will, I believe.
One's probably a racial feature that you
Yeah.
can use for free one time, and then
Yeah. Okay. No. So
the
you
other one
have,
is your actual spell.
you have, yeah, you have speak with animals from one of your features here.
Anyways, you're on a rest. You have some time to chill, to speak, to go through your loot.
Can so because Kadri
Yep.
doesn't actually need to like short rest.
Mhm.
Can I take this time to attempt to like provide some, say, like medicine, like not healing because you can't really heal with it, and Tramples is already stable, but like reduce the time needed for him?
Um, there's not really a mechanic for it. There's not really anything to reduce that.
Yeah.
And he's not here, so if he stays unconscious, that's cool.
It's easier. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I too would like him to wake up right now, but um, for the narrative, it's a lot easier if he's just out for now. He'll pop up later. And there isn't a mechanic to support it, so I'm gonna say no to that one. But if there's anything else you want to do, if you don't need the short rest, you can do whatever you want for the hour.
Kadri will go off to like a side room, and he's gonna do something, but he's doing it in a way where no one can see him.
Okay.
Fair enough. No, Ben's literally closing her eyes and taking a quick nap. She would like tell Elwyn, be like, just wake me up when we're ready, okay?
Yeah, Ellen's probably just, I think, staring off and looking at all the plants and stuff and seeing if there's just looking at them, and then sometimes Ness just like trying to figure them out, just pondering. She only needed 1 hit point, so she's like pretty chill.
Okay, so if
Ben,
you're only missing 1 hit point, you don't have to spend your hit die, by the way.
She
if
already
you don't want to. Okay. All right, fair enough.
Didn't realize that.
Well, I'm sure that he would be okay with you undoing that since this is
yeah,
your first time doing
that's
this
the thing
shit.
that I was starting to say is that the short rests are not limited, so you don't have to spend your hit dice now because you can short rest in an hour if you need it again.
Okay.
And you can actually spend it then, so don't feel like you need to rush and burn through them or anything.
I don't even know how that like shows on this. I mean, I'm sure I could just manually.
Okay, so
Yeah, you would just
me,
have to do it manually because they don't come
I-
back until you long rest, and we're not doing
Okay.
that yet.
Yeah, so I
All right,
desperately
I took it back
needed the
then.
hit dice. I needed that.
Yeah.
You guys were okay. I needed that.
Yeah, I'm full health.
Yeah.
I'm truly unconcerned.
There's like nothing else Elwyn could do to like look over tramples and help, since she does have, yeah. And she's just gonna kind of stare off at the plants.
If Ben's the only one who's like truly resting right now, she's gonna pass over the little scroll containers to Elwyn and then like go down for her nap.
Okay, who's got the pouch?
I still have the pouch.
Okay, are you looking at it or no?
Ellen would look at it.
She'll open it before she naps, and if it's important to whatever they're gonna do, I'll hand it over. And if it's not, it's mine.
Okay, so you hand over the two like scroll cases to Elwyn, and then looking through the pouch, do you like dump out the contents or do you like feel around?
Like I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know what's in there, and I don't know if I dump it out if something is going to be like dangerous. So I'm going to like kind of like open it up and just kind of like look real good.
Okay, you see the glimmer of some
Say
coin,
5 brass keys.
a gemstone,
You see
and a
five
brass
keys.
key.
A brass key or 5?
1.
Okay.
Okay,
I had it was like
so
6 goddamn brass keys.
I was gonna say, so did Ness tell her about the keys, or
Yeah.
he was just talking to Elwyn, right?
No, I shouted it to you guys while I was running away.
Oh, you shouted
yeah.
it to us. All right. She's gonna keep that one to herself. I'm gonna keep that one to myself for now. But she's gonna look in there and she'd be like, it looks like some gems and some money and some other stuff. Not important for whatever's in there, I guess, but she's gonna wipe some of the blood off of her and be like, I think I earned this. And then she's gonna go do her nap.
Kadri, do you want to talk about what you're doing, or did you send something to me?
I will send it to you.
Okay.
It's short, but
Sure.
where messages? Where are you? There you are.
And then Ness, were you doing anything?
Yeah, I want to investigate the tree creature in this room.
I think we did already. There's not like too much more to gain here. He seemed to he's like a smaller version of the big one that you just fought.
I don't think anyone ever
he has-
investigated him.
I did, but I investigated, but Ness wasn't there. That's when the party was broken
That's
up.
true.
So I don't think
That's fair.
we would have.
And
We would.
Ben did also hand two containers, possibly containing scrolls, to Elwyn within full view of Nest. So
Yeah, that's fine. You handed them to Elwyn, not to me, and Elwyn hasn't said anything to me. So I'm looking
Well, I
at.
haven't investigated.
But you
this
have
challenge.
I didn't know if you were napping or not.
You have eyes. You can see.
Yeah,
You probably would. Elwyn would definitely talk to Ness about the scrolls if Ness wasn't napping.
Not napping. I don't need to.
Yeah, she would 100% talk to Ness about that and immediately be like, yeah, I already looked over that tree. There's nothing. Tree man. There's nothing going on. Don't waste your time. Help me with the scrolls.
All right, then I would stop looking at Tree Man and help you with scrolls.
If there are scrolls in there, I have no idea what's in there. I didn't open that.
Take the first one, take off the top, and as you remove the piece of parchment inside and unravel it, it is thick, durable, and very finely crafted. The ink that was used on here is like just premium stuff. It like sparkles under the little bit of light that you have. It is very, very finely written. There are like arcane symbols around the border, and then in the center, a bunch of like small text that surrounds just a handful of key magic words. This is indeed a spell scroll. And you can take some time and try and identify it, or you can read the words out loud and see what happens.
I would like to try and identify it before I read the words.
Sure, make an Arcana check.
We're switching the dice because the other dice is sucking tonight. That is a what's my Arcana? 6. 17.
Okay. This is a wizard spell.
So he can't use it.
So so you do understand it pretty quickly. It doesn't take too much to kind of unravel what's going on here. This one, hold please. Let me see, which one did you get first? We'll say you recognize the spell of identify, which is something that can be used to identify objects. Specifically used for like magic objects to figure out what they are.
I mean, I'm obviously
But
going to share all
also-
of this information with Elowen immediately.
I was gonna say, but also important, I want you to remember that you can use these scrolls to gain these spells.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can he, though?
I'm just making sure he remembers this.
I was gonna say it.
I know. The whole thing is these are just the only spells that I've found so far. So if I find more spells, I can learn more spells. Nest isn't stupid. He's just...
So, in your assessment of this, and as you take a look at Thunk, the other one, there's a second spell scroll as well, also a wizard spell. Written very similarly, like they were crafted and enchanted by the same individual. This is a spell, Comprehend Languages. So the way that spell scrolls work is that you can use it as an action to cast the spell, and it is a one-time use. It burns up and is gone forever. Or you can take some time, use some resources, and copy the spell into your book so that it is yours and you can cast it over and over and over again. But in doing so, you destroy the spell as well, the scroll as well. So you can either use it once for free, or you can spend some money and get to use it later.
Spend some money?
Yeah, there's a cost to transcribing spells into your book. We basically just assume that you have the necessary materials on you, and that when you go into a town, you'll refill, you'll re-up. But it costs like a certain amount of gold to transcribe. I want to say it's 50 per level, but I will double check really quick.
50 gold?
Correct.
Wow.
Well, I definitely can't learn
It's
those.
magic. You gotta buy like magic paper and magic ink, and you have to enchant it, and you have to rub gold dust on it. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
50 gold.
That's why wizards are got to be independently wealthy.
I still can't see Ness's fucking.
For each level of the spell, it takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces worth of materials.
He's got 13 gold.
That's
so.
true.
He's never getting it.
Hey, you can pull up
I
my
have
thing
no
now?
idea how much money is in my pouch. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Alright,
mystery
here's
pouch,
13 gold
Tramples
and
has
50 gold.
money. There's a whole multiple rooms of gold just above you.
Yeah. I
Or you
mean,
can save it for
obviously,
later.
I'm sharing the information of what these scrolls are with Elowen, and asking her what she thinks we should do with them.
She just kind of like looks at him and she goes, "You are a wizard, no?" Like
I
you
am,
should.
but I didn't get these alone, so I feel bad to just take them and hold on to them until I can write them into my book.
She just kind of like ponders that and she goes, well, I feel that you should know most things on your own, and to have a spell to help you, why not learn that too? Like she's kind of just like, what do you mean you're not going to learn a spell? You don't already, you're already kind of useless without any spells as it is. She's so like flabbergasted that you would even like pass up an opportunity to learn any form of magic at this point.
So I would take those into my bag. I'm not gonna try and like learn them or go like steal money
they
now.
were
But
Ben's spoils of war, by the way.
Ben kept an entire bag to herself already, and Elowen took that as that's what Ben wanted, and that the words of writing is not of interest to a barbarian.
I
yeah,
mean, you're not wrong, but like, I'm just saying.
yeah. I
You're
took
right.
it
have no time
as
for that.
I
You
took it
literally
as
held the
you were
bag up and
gifting
said,
these.
"This is mine."
Yeah.
I said if it wasn't important to the scrolls, it's mine.
Yes, and we also Ness had the hitting the kill shot.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard right now.
No, you're sleeping.
Yeah, your eyes are closed.
You're right. I'm asleep. Sorry. Anyway, all I was saying is, I actually don't care. I was just being kind of an asshole.
Oh yeah, no, Ellen would have fully assumed you like Ben holding up the bag of goods and saying this is mine, that like the scrolls are just completely for us to figure out and do with as our
Yeah,
spoils.
no, they pretty much were. She was like, yeah, Ellen wanted the hammer.
Yeah, Ellen got her hammer.
Ellen
And
got her hammer.
that's boring
And
scrolls.
then whatever the hell these scrolls are, you know, that looked important.
Kadri
There
gets
you
to go
go.
off
Figure
and
it
sulk.
out. Yeah,
That's
And have
I don't know
correct.
what
trample
Kadri's
zombie.
doing. I don't know what Kadri's doing. I'm fucking sleeping.
Yeah.
Cam, please make sure that you add those to your inventory if you have
Oh
not yet.
shit! Yeah, that's a good call. What were
They are like magic items that you can search for.
Yeah, what were they? Which
Yeah, you
spells were
got 'em.
they? That's my bad.
Identify,
Identify
and
comprehend language.
language.
I think is
Yes.
the name of the spell, right? Yeah, okay.
Why is identify not?
Spell scroll of identify is probably the way that it would be listed.
it still says Kadri's unconscious, by the way.
Yeah, good. I can change that.
Or you might just have to add spell scroll. I'm not really sure how they classify it.
I mean, there are spell
Or-
scrolls of like different levels for it, like through
So
here.
they're both level 1. So you can either add 2 level 1 spell scrolls, or you can just do custom items so that you can write the name of them. But with that, we'll say your short rest eventually comes to an end. Kadri rejoins the party. Everyone regroups. And for the time being, we will say that your satyr friend has woken up in this time and will be accompanying you, but like maybe save any conversations with him until the player is back. But he's alive. He's with you. He's fine.
He's alive
Relatively
and well,
okay.
and he's doing great, guys.
With that, where would you like to go? What would you like to do? Just on the layer that you're on right now. This is the second layer down. This is the fire and frost layer. On the left side, you kind of mapped out the area and tested a lot of the traps, but not all of them. And there is still a barred door at the top that Ben, you had kind of talked about maybe breaking down because it's just made of wood with some reinforced bars. And on the opposite side, that is, hold please. That is
Hidden
hidden
layer.
layer. Oh no.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Hey.
Oh no.
I'm simply not looking until
Oh
you
no,
tell
no,
me
it's
it's
B2. No,
okay.
it's B2. It's this one.
Elowen. Can Elowen roll me perception really quickly though?
Okay.
She's the only one I care about.
It's gonna be a 21.
I'm gonna message you something.
Okay. Were you messaging it to me in
I don't
Discord?
know, Discord.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, as soon as Ben gets up, though, she's going to take the hammer from Elowen and start giving her some pointers on how to use it. I mean,
Elwyn's like,
like with the full intention of like obviously giving it back, but she's like, okay, and you hold it here, and you...
Elwyn's kind of just like, again, like not being polite and like not correcting her that she was kind of joking about the hammer, and then she's kind of like in her head, kind of like, fuck, I have to maybe learn this now.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing to know.
So that door is an option for this layer. There is also, in that room full of sap on the ground and all of the fire traps, there was a hallway to the north up top that Jesus had looked down, or the Tramples had looked down, but not investigated any further. That had some kind of like fire trap going on. So those are the two like big loose ends of this area that you're in. You can also go down to the next layer and see if there's anything to do there. You can also go down to layer 4 that you had kind of just gotten to. There's a lot of options.
We may as well.
You could
finish
also
this.
leave.
I would say Kadri looks to the group.
But
Just carry
alright,
back
then
now.
What was that?
I thought you like fucked off in another room.
I came back.
Okay.
I thought that was the discussion was
Yeah.
I was fucking off in another room, and then kind of as the rest was ending, returned to the group.
Elwyn was going to propose to the group and to talk about how we clearly need to find some things key wise, as Nest pointed out, and that there's some areas we may have missed and probably have to do this the right way. And then as she's talking, she notices that Kadri is looking a little bit different, and again, like she's seeing some lack of religious items or symbols on him, and she's kind of just like, again, just like a little bit taken aback by this, and just like noticed he was gone for a bit. So she's gonna kind of call out to the group of just like, Monk, have you been shaken? You know, like, let's get past this before we move forward really quick here.
She was like, it's group therapy time, real quick. Come on.
Yeah.
Kadri looks at you and goes, "Shaken? No, not at all.
And she
I
goes,
have a solid understanding of purpose right now."
and what is that? As I've noticed you no longer carry some of your embrace with you. And she's like, I don't know you well, Monk, but it feels like that's important to you. And I just want to make sure we're not going to have any last minute, what would you call it? Sporadic moments here. It seems to be disturbing to you.
Kadri again goes, not disturbing at all. It has become abundantly clear what needs to happen and who is who in this group, and I will acquiesce to those who are favored. Looking pointedly at Ben.
Huh?
Ellen's gonna just kind of like do some dumb speech and just be like, you know,
Ben's gonna
once
put
thought
her.
something.
Ben's gonna put her hands right up and just be like, one second, and like hand her the hammer back, like fully. I was like, what? What do you mean favored?
Favored by, so the because I want to get this correct. This is out of character.
Okay.
The embraces religion is that anyone can be a hero. Do they have a higher power? So I know that they don't completely like disregard the old gods, but they are not the gods that are worshipped through the embrace.
Mhm.
Is there a singular or multiple entities that the embrace does, or is it really just this idea that everyone is like inherently has the capabilities?
Yeah, all of the heroes of the Embrace are all mortal. They're not necessarily worshipped like gods. More like just, relevant, powerful, important historical figures. So it's not that you would like, say prayers to anyone or revere anyone and believe that anyone has uh like superhuman abilities necessarily.
Mhm.
But among those, some of the emperors are included as well. Actually, all of the emperors are included to some degree, but some
Okay,
are of like the most important people that the Embrace recognizes.
absolutely.
But no
Uh,
gods.
perfect. Kedri is looks at Ben and it's just like, yeah, favored. You clearly are much closer to um, any type of herodom than I imagine myself to be, and well, that leaves me now to follow in your shadow and learn in your stead.
That would get some like actual full, real, genuine belly laughs from Ben. Like she's like you say this, and she would probably start laughing. Like there would be some tear shed.
Kedri
Ellen's
just
not going to
shrugs
pick
at
up
you.
on this shift at all and is going to go, right, well, and she's going to try to like
Um,
swing the hammer in a cool way, but it's probably not going to go well. And she's going to go, now that that's settled, I propose we
this is very much not settled to Ben.
I propose we go and find some keys. She goes, Kadri, good to have you back. And then she's just gonna everything is fine.
All right, where do you want to look for keys?
At that point I'll be like, the ice puzzle on our side, starting side, it needed 3 people to like grab all these different levers at the same, or 4 people to
yeah,
grab
we
levers
need
at the
4.
same time. So we can do that now because we know how to do it.
Ellen just goes, perfect. All right, Kadri. Time to get back on the horse, and then she's gonna just give like some stupid speech that makes absolutely no sense that she thinks is just gonna rally him. Like talking about a time that she like lost something in a cavern and thought it was gone, and then she found like a friend of a
But it's back.
marsupial species, and that everything was fine, and she found a new path, and I'm sure it's not going to help him at all, but she thinks she did a good job with that. And she just wants to start going. She's honestly going to start walking that way because she's not picking up on at all about the religious shift that Kadri has just had.
Yeah, Nest
So
is.
as a party,
No, we're doing the ice one.
well, yeah, you can't get to the ice one.
Oh
from
yeah,
here.
this is where the stairs are. Got it.
Kedri waits for Ben to indicate what they're doing.
Is Ness gonna start following Ellen?
Is Elowen walking towards the
Oh,
stairs
she's
to
going
go
to the ice
around?
puzzle.
Yeah, then
Yeah, she's
yeah,
walking.
100%. We're going.
I say Ben would actually Ben would hang back for a second and see if Kadri was gonna follow them, and when he is clearly not,
Yeah, not at all. Like Stone's still waiting for you to do anything.
there is, I think, a distinct, almost a look of, I guess the best way to say it would almost kind of be, defeat, in her eyes a little bit. It is, she would kind of turn, to look at Kadri, um, and she would shake her head, kind of like no, and she was like, she'd be like, I laughed because it was deeply ironic. One battle a hero does not make, and you might want to know about the battles that I've lost before you decide that I'm a hero for the single battle that I've won. And then she's
Kedri
going,
puts a finger up and just goes, that sounds like something a hero would say.
Kedri, why don't you take some heroic inspiration?
Again, and like she would kind of like shake her head a little bit at that. And she was like, heroes don't get everything that they know and love destroyed. So what are you gonna do? And with that, she's gonna just kind of like start walking.
Kedri follows behind, not like in lockstep or anything like that, but follows behind and just goes, he kind of starts talking about the things he's read, because that's where his faith comes from, right? Like he is literally the most sheltered person in the world, right? Like it's literally a
Mhm,
monastery,
mhm.
and you're like, a hero doesn't lose everything, and he just starts prattling off heroes and stories who did in fact lose everything, and then rebuilt, and that is part of their heroic journey, and that you've only further cemented the idea that you are a hero to Kadri.
That's what most of your religious books are about.
Correct.
All of the various testaments are just about heroes who have like gone through adversity and then become heroic.
Tribulations and journey.
Hmm. And with that, you reach the ice puzzle room. So last time you were here, you avoided the main corridor and kind of skirted around the outsides. You did throw a torch down the main corridor, which is now gone out. The constant steam that was being produced has finally settled in here. And you were able to split up, two on one side, two on the other, as you sidestep any of the pressure plates that you know set off traps. And
Yeah,
the
to be
intent is
clear,
what, to get one person on each.
I would have
What's up?
shared that information to
I know,
Kadri
I
and
know.
Evelyn. Listen, just because you know it doesn't mean I don't have to say it, okay?
Listen, I
But here's the
appreciate that. That's
thing.
true.
I don't want to get caught up in the weeds. It's okay.
I think
Oh,
that's
we're
our
getting
whole
caught up in the
thing.
weeds. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm trying not to. I know. I'm really trying to usher us along.
All
No,
right.
we were gonna
So
actually go through everybody's
I'm going
trauma and
to
resolve it before we
explain
leave
where
this
all of these
dungeon.
are. So I'm gonna ask Kadri if he'll go to the one at like through like the pillars and the tight grasp stuff, warning him of what we know
Makes
is in
sense.
there. I'm gonna have me or Elowen are where you have Elowen marked, and
It sounds
then
like Elowen's there.
either one of us doesn't matter. And then the other one where you just put Elowen, and then Ben in that other corner, because I can send message as well, so we can plan this using message to each other.
Okay.
I forgot you have message too.
You have
Yeah.
a wizard spell?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
expect that.
whenever Elowen and Ben are in place, I would instruct Elowen to send me a message that like they're good to go, and I will send that message through to Kadri on a count of 3, and hope that we can all pull the levers at the same time.
Okay.
Right now, all 4 of your levers are down, so you'd all be raising them up. You all get in your positions. Kedra, you have the hardest one by far because you have to
Okay.
sidestep a pressure plate and then kind of maneuver through all of the standing pillars of this room. But you do sidestep it, so none of the frost is coating any of them right now. The rest of you are pretty easily able to walk up to your levers, and as you coordinate together, on a count of 1, 2, 3, you all go to throw, and
No go.
nothing.
Okay, well, hey guys, turns out you don't actually need 4 people to solve this puzzle.
Ellen's gonna send that message back to Chirp the wizard. Really, that quip because she thought that was funny.
Hmm.
There you go. Kadri, hero lesson number 1, make fun of the wizard.
He's been doing that, so that's fine.
You're well on your way.
Yeah, so I literally would just handle back down.
You
We
messaged that
didn't go
specifically?
up.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yep.
didn't go anywhere.
The
Message.
handle's not going back
Oh.
down. The handle just didn't go up.
Oh.
It didn't work.
Yeah, nothing happened. The
Gotcha.
handle is, or the lever is still locked down. You haven't seen it in any other position yet. It's only been down and it does not raise up.
Ellen just also says, "What now?"
All four of them, for that matter.
I'm gonna send
And
that
it can't
message to
it can't be
Kadri
forced?
that. Oh yeah.
It probably can be forced. That was my original idea. But then we were like, maybe we shouldn't split the party up this bad. Well, that's what I was thinking. And so I kind of decided not to do it in order to encourage everyone to come back together.
I'm just sending a message to Kadri asking if his lever would go up at all, just to confirm.
Nope.
But
Kadri,
You can try and force it if you want.
I mean, Kadri would be trying to force it. Like, if you're like, we got to get these levers, Kadri would be definitely trying to force it.
You would know in doing so that you are 100% going against the mechanism, but you can do so. Like it's not like it's stuck. It's not like it just needs a heavy hand. Like fully,
okay, I hear.
it's not supposed to go this way, but you can try and make it go that way if you'd like. You're pretty strong.
So Nest, you messaged like no go.
that our levers didn't go up. At least my lever didn't go up.
Then Kadri doesn't force it because he's like, it defeats the purpose if he's the only one that does that,
Mhm.
So he doesn't force it.
The levers aren't supposed to go up. Sorry, you said, or that
They just haven't.
Can they go left or right?
They've only been down, all four of them, the entire time that you've been here. Nothing that
Has
you have
anyone-
done has made them trip. And as you try and raise them, you can tell they're not supposed to be raised. Like they're attached to some mechanism that should presumably raise them automatically.
Okay. I think Ellen would try to like look around the ice room to see if there's like any type of mechanism in there that like maybe. I mean, she wasn't in there before, so she just wants to look around and
just
see if there's
assumed
anything she
rest.
can pick up on.
The things
Kadri
that
just
stand
assumed
out to
they knew
you,
what to do.
the things that stand out to both of you, or actually, Kadri, from your room, there isn't anything that really stands out. There's that pressure plate that you
Yeah.
avoided. Maybe stepping on the pressure plate might change whatever this is connected to. But it obviously makes it a lot harder to get to it because you have to like really, really avoid the pillars or you'd be, stuck, dealt cold damage. Elowen, you see in your room, similar thing. There are two pressure plates just outside the door that have not been tripped yet. And there are those two statues that seem to be. It seems like they're positioned as if they're blowing cool air on the ground, but the more that you look at them, they're not actually doing anything. They seem more ornamental. Those are the only two things that really ping as potentially having some kind of influence.
Ellen's gonna
Actually,
ask
look.
Ben if they tried standing on the pressure plates at all.
Well, we drew a frozen guy on one.
What happened?
He froze more.
And I accidentally stepped on one, and it also started to freeze more until I stepped off of it.
I was gonna say, I don't think Ben saw you step on that, but she did see us throw the frozen guy on it. She just knew pillars were cold and avoided them. I don't know if I don't recall if she saw that happen.
Ellen's just like gonna
yeah.
propose wondering based off of like her quick assumption from the recap of the group that there could be one pressure plate in Kadri's room that could be the right one to step on that might make
Well-
other ones not do that, and that could trigger the mechanism. But she doesn't know how.
I'm gonna assume that you share that the statues really aren't doing anything.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
just
I just
gonna
if she's
assume that all of
explaining-
you are sharing the same information.
Yeah,
so it
Okay,
doesn't
okay,
have
okay.
to
We're
be
just
shared.
gonna work with that. Okay.
Unless there's like an actual real secret, like it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a real secret.
Then would just
Right, that
kind of
one's
be
fine.
like, then would just kind of be like, hey, well, you know what? Let's throw a statue on the pressure plate in the room across from me, or like the one
can you
that's
throw it though? 'Cause
actually
you're stronger
below.
than me.
I mean, So like, well, this might be good strength training for your hammer.
Elwin just kind of like does a quick like internal like yeah okay.
For the hammer, you know.
So Ellen will take the hammer and play the whack-a-mole.
No.
Nope,
No, I
she's
mean
doing
she was saying that picking up the statue will help you get stronger to wield the hammer more effectively.
Oh,
Whoa,
okay. Like
the statue? You
want
want
Yeah.
to pick up the
hammer.
statue, not the bodies? I didn't consider that.
Well, we're considering it. I will. She's gonna first before I actually commit to picking up the statue. I'm gonna test it out to make sure that I'm not gonna like get frozen by touching it, and then
It's a fair choice.
and then confirming that I do not, assuming I do not.
Mhm.
Okay,
You do
cool.
not.
I will kind of like try to place it quick on the pressure plate.
You know the strongman competitions where they like squat and just try and pick up a whole ass
Yeah.
boulder? That's
The
kind of what
stone,
you gotta
yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
stone
made
lifting.
for that.
You're like intermediate kind of level. Like maybe the fourth one that you try and pick up.
Okay.
So it takes a second to like, get the right hold of it. But eventually you are able to lift it up and you are taking it where?
To the one directly south of me.
Okay. So it is positioned in such a way that it is immediately on the opposite side of the threshold. And you
Mhm.
know that this threshold is the one that has the like portcullis above that will presumably drop once it's pressed. That's kind of what you had surmised on your first trip through here. Is that these were made so that you would step through the door would close behind you, and you'd have presumably no way out.
But I'm not going to be the one there.
So
You
you're doing
won't
it from
be
the other
here.
side. You're gonna let go and pull back real quick. Is that the
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I will just say make a dexterity check. See how quick you can kind of pull back and see if you get clipped by the gate or not.
That is a 14 on the dice, plus 2, 16.
Okay, that's enough. You've got enough strength that you can be fully positioned inside of this room and almost kind of toss the statue more than setting it down and pulling back.
Yeah.
But you do
I was gonna
so.
say that's what I had more in mind.
Yeah, you do so. It lands with a really heavy thud, and it almost sounds like it cracks the plate itself. But it sinks down, and
Aw.
the gate does fall, and the lever directly behind you goes up, and Kadri, your lever goes up.
Beautiful.
She's going to ask Elwyn to send a message to them to get everyone in this room.
Oh, and sending
Not
a
that
message.
she knows Kadri's level
Well,
well.
I say once you send message to Kadri and he can respond, he also mentions it. So he can't do it on his own, right?
Okay.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
message.
Yeah,
But
but I can send it to him and he can send back to me.
yeah. So as soon as someone sends him a message, he's like, mine turned on too.
She's also gonna like ask Nest if anything happened, and I'm gonna assume he'll tell the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right. So knowing that made both of them on this side of the room go, Ben is going to get ready to lift this second statue. However, she may ask Kadri for help because it was kind of hard the first time.
So as you prepare to do that, Kadri, you step away from your lever, you dance between the pillars and start to make your way back.
Sure.
You find that the route that you took to get here is now blocked, as there sure is
Well.
a gate closing the way.
You gotta go around the other way.
So again, Kadri can't message on his own, so he has to wait for a message to come.
You can
No,
see through.
see
It's
through.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
bars. Yeah.
Yeah, they're metal bars. Kind of.
Oh,
And so
okay. Yeah.
Ben would be like, you gotta go the other way.
Kadri looks and goes like he's like other way.
Nest is in the room. She's gonna tell Nest to go get Kadri.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so you're able to backtrack, cross the hall. You
Okay.
continue to avoid the main hallway, as that is still iced over and seems to be perpetually so. But you sidestep the pressure plate in here, and you make it back. You are now all back in the same room again. Tramples joins you. Whole party's here. How fun.
Woo!
Yay! I want, like I said, I would like to enlist Kadri's help to trigger that other plate directly behind us.
Sure.
Yeah, Kadri
Make
will
the check
provide
with
help.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay. First one's a 5 on the dice. Hooray.
Love that.
That's not great. Second one's a 10 plus 2.
+2, that's enough.
Oh, thank
So
God.
you each take a side, and similarly, kind of 1, 2, 3, you toss it, pull back. It's a little, it's a little more uneven than the first time, just because you have a whole other person there, and you almost like bump into each other. But you do clear it. It lands heavy. That gate falls, and the other lever now flips up, and you hear a chunk from the door.
Great. Time to open that bitch up.
Hell yeah.
Roland's gonna give also just a very reaffirming side smile to Kadri of just like, yeah, we figured that out in 2 seconds. Because she's trying to like make him laugh a little bit, like still thinking everything is good again. Just like, oh yeah, like they needed us for this one. 3 people, and she's just gonna kind of start laughing to herself on that one.
So he yeah, like so he's past like the initial shock, right? He's found some new resolve, and he has voiced it that the resolve is that he has to follow uh, Ben now. So you're like trying to get a laugh from him, and he's fine with that. Like he
Someone's making fun of your hero. Your personal hero. No, I'm kidding.
The slight's more towards the wizard than anything.
That's fair. Yeah.
Honestly.
No, and I did say heroic thing number 1. You got to make fun of the wizard.
Elwyn
yeah,
doesn't
that's
expect
correct.
Ben
Actually,
to
that's
do
the first
the.
rule
That
that
is
That's
the
the
thing she
first
said.
hero lesson.
Yeah.
Is you got to make
Elwyn
fun of the
doesn't
wizard.
expect Ben to do like any of the intelligence portions of something. She really expects that out of the wizard. Like,
yeah,
oh,
actually, and that's
pass.
exactly where Cadrio was with that. He understood exactly that it was like this is the wizard's role, not the fucking fighter. Like
Yeah.
Cadrio's not here to
Wizard's been off.
learn.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Kiwi?
I was gonna say the wizard's been awfully quiet over there.
Yeah, wizard was not too useful. No, I'm very excited that that those 2 levers went, and I, like I said, I grabbed Kadri to bring him where I
Alright.
was told to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems that door has unlocked, or at least you heard a sound coming from the other side of it, the wooden door that Ben was about to break down a couple hours earlier. I assume that's the direction that you're heading.
hmm
Okay. So it does open. It is no longer bolted on the other side.
Woo.
You're able to open and step into a small little in-between kind of room. Much like some that you've seen so far. As you step through, it is about 15 wide, 10, or 15 long, 10 wide. And immediately ahead are 2 doors side by side. One of them looks identical to the one that you just walked through, that is wooden with the bracings, and it is latched from the side that you are on. So you can open it, unbolt it, and just walk straight through. The other one is another of those doors with the handprint, the stone slab, and upon quick examination, it is a copy of one that you have already opened. This is the one that calls for a shocking death below. And you had kind of gotten by through sheer force of will. You just kind of electrocuted yourself a couple times. And then eventually used the shoe.
Use ground. Ground beats electricity.
I mushed all dirt I could in there. Again, I'm not here to fucking solve puzzles. I'm not also here to fight. Apparently, it's fine. He's figuring out what he's here for. He doesn't know what yet.
I'm not here to solve puzzles, so Kadri's not here to solve puzzles.
So you've got those 2 doors straight ahead, and then immediately on your right, you do have a large, heavy metal door. Or I'm sorry, this one is a large, heavy stone door, but with a handle that looks like you'd be able to push in. No locking mechanism.
Immediately trying to push in.
Okay. You push on it, and it's got a lot of weight to it. It takes a minute before you finally get it moving. But once you do, it slides across the ground on its hinge, and you open into a new room. This one is akin to some that you've seen so far, where it's about 20 foot by 20 foot space. There are a couple of pillars around. There's a little bit of ornamentation that connects them at the top. And in its center, rising to its feet now, you see a smaller root crafted guardian. This one has a mace in its hand.
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
And as it turns towards
Been in
you,
that
you see
situation
there's just
before.
frost emanating from it.
Close it.
Closing it or not?
That's the wizard. He's got the door.
Yeah, he's in
Close
charge
it.
of the door.
Closing it.
Well, in your hesitation, it's going to definitely start moving towards the door. And it's going to raise the mace up at you. What are you doing?
attempting to. Oh, while it's. I'm still like just
Close the
standing
door.
there.
I mean, you took a second to consider your options, and it's closing in now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna close the door.
Okay, same as last time. Roll initiative to see if you can get out before it gets you.
Boop.
Not great.
Not great. That's 7.
All right. Mine was a 11. So as you pull back, it is going to get one swing at you before you're able to fully close the door. This is going to be what do we got here? This is the mace, so this is a +5 to hit. That is 19.
Yeah, you hit.
You're gonna take 6 bludgeoning damage and 4 cold damage.
Oh, I'm
He's
down.
down.
Jesus.
All right.
down.
So you all watch as Ness push opens the door, stops to look for a minute, and as he scrambles to try and pull it back closed again, there is a root and vine arm holding a stone or metal mace of some kind that just swings through, cracks him on the back of the head, and there's this there's this extra like flash of white snow and ice as it hits him, and Ness is dropped.
Is the door closed?
Nope.
No, because he got dropped before he could close it.
I'm gonna say, let's all roll initiative,
Yeah.
and we will pick up with the fight next time.
Welcome back,
that's
Tramples.
In 18
Yeah.
plus 2, so that's 20.
I've got a 19 plus 2 for 21.
I got a 7 plus 6 because I can't roll initiatives.
You can have mine.
No, I don't. I'm not taking it.
He wants to go behind you this time again.
That is correct. If I rolled higher, I was gonna give it to you or try to. You obviously can refuse, but
Alright, whatever.
Ness, still roll initiative, please.
That's a 21.
Great. We'll assume that that was your turn, and then we'll let a whole round go before I start having you make death saves. And the creature is gonna be an 11, so he'll go last.
Cool.
And we will end there for the day.
Yay!
Where's his hit?
Ben's like, I
Yeah.
literally just survived this. Can you stop?
No, it's not my fault.
Well, you gotta close the door.
Could have
you
helped.
gotta start closing doors.
God. Yeah, God, I survived. I survived 2 rounds of that.
We completed a puzzle
Yeah, we did fine. until
and
Ness
overcame some
opened the
trauma.
door.
I don't think
Maybe.
the trauma was overcome.
It was overcome.
I
It was overcome.
In Elowen's eyes, this is resolved.
No doubt in Alwyn's mind that this has been resolved.
Everything's
Ben
completely
is like,
fine.
no, Ben's here like, I'm the furthest thing you should have from like a fucking role model. Like, I intend when we leave here to go get like hammered and like
Yeah,
cry
I
myself
already
to
gave you
sleep.
money for that.
Yeah, that's true. And now you're her follower. It's exploitation if I keep it. So you're gonna get your gold back at some point.
Nope, I refuse.
I mean, -1 because obviously, I spent one on the bear.
What a
But
dumb situation we find ourselves in again.
Yep.
There's the enemy.
Actually, I think the actual thing that would be going through Ben's mind is, good God, I don't want another child. I
Another.
already, she has one.
Yeah.
This
You
has not
wouldn't
been
even tell us
established.
your name,
That's
and you
fair.
expect us to know that you have a
No,
child.
no, I don't expect you to know that. No, Ben has a wife and a child.
I was gonna say we know that because she told us when we were doing character creation. Our characters
Yeah,
have
I was gonna
no
say.
idea.
I
We
was gonna
we
say
just
I
learned Ben.
didn't. My
Yeah,
surprise was
100%.
that you seemed surprised, Pat. I wasn't sure if you actually remembered or not. That was
I
it.
remember.
Okay.
That's cat.
Yeah, no, Ben's like, good God, I can't believe. Oh God, she's like, if I come back with another child, I'm getting a divorce. My God.
Well,
No, Ellen was on a high. She solved trauma. She solved a puzzle. Like she was feeling
There's
so good up until
literally
this point.
nothing
she
Ellen
solved
can't do.
trauma.
She's feeling great right now, up until this moment.
Bo, can you make a note that you have the pouch and that its contents still
Yeah.
need to be examined? Okay.
It's money, some gems, and a key. What's important about any of that?
I don't know. We'll find out when you examine it.
That's fair.
The fact that the party
cursed.
doesn't know this.
Well, it wasn't. I told you it wasn't important for the scrolls. That was my criteria for sharing, and quite frankly, then I forgot that we moved past it. That's really it.
Alrighty,
That's
y'all.
less of a Ben motivation and more of a Bo has ADHD and quickly forgets things thing.
Well, have a good night,
We will
everybody.
see what
We
that
will
does.
hopefully have
Fair
Jesus
enough.
back next week. Granted,
Yeah,
he, like
I hope
me,
so.
is just taking a little nappy nap.
Yeah.
I don't know. He didn't reply like all week.
I meant Tramples is taking a little nappy nap like Nesta is, but
Oh, that's
yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
No,
I
and
truly am worried, but
yeah.
My
no,
headcanon is
honestly,
just
same.
Tramples is awake and is just kind of processing everything and has yet to really speak to us. And that's my headcanon.
So
He's just been kind of like dazed.
Elowen still just needs to like solve more trauma.
She's like completely like, yeah, this is gonna be fine, and her moment's coming to solve his trauma.
Okay.
Are you team therapist? Is that what's going on?
Wait until Elwyn hears about Ben's trauma.
Elwyn just loves things to be fine and to move forward to what she wants to do. So she will make it fine so that she can do what she wants to do.
She's
All
like,
right.
I need Ben to do this, but Ben won't do this until she reclaims her homeland. I guess we just have to reclaim her homeland real quick.
You say that.
We'll see. Maybe that's where it goes. You can take this story anywhere you want to go.
Oh god.
Deuces
Except for
stream.
outside of the dungeon.